Uncover the wisdom of the feminine through soulful conversations on spirituality, healing, relationships, self-leadership, sovereignty, and so much more. I'm your host, Tamar, Gail, feminine embodiment facilitator, feminine arts mentor, and soul tantrika. In this podcast, my goal is to take you deeper into the world of the feminine, stepping more into your feminine pleasure, power, authentic truth, and your sovereignty. Welcome to the Feminine Codes podcast. Today, we're going to dive into what it means to be an awakened woman. So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's talk about awakening to your true, authentic self. So when we hear the term awakened woman, this can sound mystical, it can sound almost unattainable, but being awakened isn't about being perfect. It's about being deeply aware of who you are, your purpose, and your connection to the world around you. An awakened woman isn't someone who has it all together. She doesn't have it all figured out, but she is somebody who is willing to grow, to evolve, and to embrace her authenticity. So many, many years ago, I got quite caught up in the world of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And I had that year been drugged twice. And after the second time, I had this vision of myself dead. I hit a point where I could foresee that if I didn't change the path that I was on, then I was on the road to destruction. And this, for me, was my wake-up call. This is what really started my journey to awakening. And I began working with one of my dear friends. His name is Shaman Flavio. And through the work that we did, I began to heal. So I share my story because I want you to get a feel for what it means to be on the journey of awakening. And I hope that my story with where I was will help you see what's possible. That there's at no point in your life that you can't begin this journey to awakening and fulfillment. So first, I'm sure that some of you are wondering what I mean by the term awakened woman. An awakened woman is often described as someone who has developed a deep sense of self-awareness, inner wisdom, and a connection to her authentic self, her authentic truth. So I'm going to go through some of these qualities that I feel make up the journey of self-discovery and awakening for a woman. One of them is self-awareness. So she's someone who understands her values, her emotions, and her desires, and makes decisions aligned with her true self. She's authentic. She's empowered within herself, which means she takes responsibility for her life and is confident in her ability to create her own reality. She has emotional intelligence, meaning she has a deep understanding of her emotions and is skilled at navigating her relationships with empathy and respect. She's purpose-driven. She seeks meaning and fulfillment, aligning her actions with her purpose or seeking her purpose. Like she's on a path to finding her purpose. And when I say purpose, that can mean so many different things. It's different for everyone. It doesn't always mean doing something as a leader or creating something. This could be being a mother. This could be working with, I don't know, helping your neighbors, creating something in your community where it brings people together, doing something for the earth. There are so many different purposes. Like, we're all different in what we're here for. So finding what that is for you and aligning your life to that. The next one that I feel is in alignment with an awakened woman is spiritual connection. And regardless of what you call the creator, God, the universe, spirit, an awakened woman feels this deep connection to something greater than herself. Resilience. Resilience is when we learn from challenges that we've been through and we use them as opportunities for growth. And an awakened woman, a woman on this journey to awakening, because first of all, let me say that I don't feel like you're awakened and that's it. Like, I feel like there's this cycle that we go through, a continuous cycle. As women, we have a monthly cycle, and so we're not the same. Every week we're different. We could feel like we're more in alignment and more on this path of awakening one week, and another week we could feel like we're totally off of it. And that's okay. This is all a part of the journey. And the last one is having compassion and expressing compassion and love, not only towards self, but also towards others. The concept of an awakened woman really emphasizes the importance of embracing inner strength and vulnerability. The awakened woman is not fearless. She simply chooses to act despite her fears because she knows that she is worthy of more. As I mentioned a minute ago, awakening is a journey. It is not a destination. How do you know if you're on this journey? How do you know if you're already on a path of awakening? So I'm going to invite you to take a moment to just reflect. Have you noticed any of these changes in your life? The questioning of beliefs and what's been expected of you in our society that we live in? Have you felt more of a pull towards authenticity and your truth and living that, even if it makes you uncomfortable? Do you find that you're learning to set stronger boundaries and you're honoring your energy? Are you starting to prioritize more your own self-care and self-love and taking actions towards that? And do you feel more connected to your intuition and your inner voice? If you are noticing any of these signs, then you are on this journey of awakening. And that's something to celebrate. You are on this journey to connecting with your true self. So whether you are already on this path and you're noticing these signs, or you have not noticed any of these signs and you're feeling like you really want to start this journey, then here are some practical steps that will help you embrace that. Start journaling. Write down your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences, and allow this to show you any old patterns and beliefs that you have. Use this to gain insight on who you are, who you've been, what isn't you, and who you want to become. Practice mindfulness. like meditation or breathing practices. Deep breathing's great if you just be present with your breath, or simply be present in whatever moment that you're in. Get off of your phones, like be present with what is in front of you, the people in front of you, the nature in front of you. Like presence is so important. It is something that it's something that is really, really important to me and to my life. So mindfulness helps you tune into your inner self. Being present with the moment, focusing on your breathing, meditating to still your mind, all of these are going to help you connect with your inner self. Surround yourself with people who support you and this journey that you're on. Find a community that uplifts you and inspires you. Be patient. Awakening is a lifelong journey, so give yourself some grace. And lastly, stop having expectations and instead set intentions. I know it's hard. It still is for me sometimes too, to not have expectations. But I encourage you to focus on what you want to feel and create in your life instead of chasing external outcomes. And then that ties into being present. So all of this is a part of what I teach in the initiation training for women. Our next start date is July, and if you want to learn more about that, then you can find the link below in the description of this episode. But before I close today, I'd like to give you one gift. An affirmation to repeat to yourself as you walk this path. And that is, I am worthy of living a life that feels true to me. And I invite you to say it every day and watch how your mindset shifts. And lastly, before I wrap up, I want you to remember that awakening is not about becoming someone else or someone new, something that you're not. It's about uncovering who you have always been. And the world needs us women to wake up. It needs us to be awakened. It needs those women, us, who are not afraid to shine our light, to speak our truth, and to lead whatever we're leading with love. So I encourage you to reflect on one small step that you could take today to honor your awakening journey. And I invite you to share your thoughts or stories in the comments below. And if you like these episodes, then hit follow so that you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. And I will see you next time.